Recording has started. Great. We can't record without anybody on. I didn't realize that. Okay, so good evening, everybody, and welcome. Thank you. You can mute this. Okay, so if you don't mind muting yours. Right. The speaker. Right, great. Okay, so let's our study guide, our scheme of work is basically what I have to teach you. And I'm going to teach you vectors, matrices, arrays, loading data, data handling, dimensionality, model evaluation, model selection, and all that goes with it, right? Now I'm going to give you a lovely teaching strategy. And the teaching strategy is going to be called Notebook LM. So let's go straight to Notebook LM, N-O-T-E, Notebook LM. This was the video. I'm not sure if you saw it. I said last lecture of the term. I taught my other students, but I'm going to now tailor make it just for us. All right. So it says create a new notebook. And why I'm doing it like this is I understand that you don't have time to study. You're a part-time. You have issues, blah, 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 blah. And I want to assist you. So the reference textbook that I gave you, I'm going to now upload it, right? Upload the textbook. It's a PDF document. And the document that I'm going to upload is Python for data analysis, right? So Python for data analysis. And now it's going to be uploading the file. There's the file being uploaded. And it takes some time. But I'm going to show you how easy your studying is going to become, right? And this is going to be for test 2 and for the exams. Test 1, I've given the breakdown, and we'll talk maybe a little later what I expect from you. All right. Yeah, test 2. Right. But I'll cover some aspects from test 1 as well, right? That's why I like to have had the test 1, finish test 1. We don't come back to it, we move on to test 2. Okay, so let it upload. While it's upload, well, I have to wait for it to upload. This is like our AI kind of thingy. It's only going to take info from where I have my resources uploaded. So while that's busy doing that, I'll go to Colab, right? Google Colab, because we need Google Colab. We are learning Python. The module is called Python. Right. Yeah, there's my notebook, right? There's my notebook. So let's see, is that opening up? Right, great. That's going to be opening up now. And it's almost there. This is a textbook that I've uploaded. And the notebook says, oh, there we go. It reads a whole lot of stuff. It says the provided text comprised excerpts from the 3rd edition of the book, Python for data processing, da, 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 da. We read all of that, right? You're going to be reading that. However, I, as a lecturer, have selected certain aspects of the text. And that you'll find in your study guide. And in your study guide, we'll just take the scheme of work, right? We just want the scheme of work. Where's the scheme of work here? Right, so there's my scheme of work for my study guide. And one of the topics that I had to cover was vectors, matrices, arrays, loading data, data wrangling. And that's what I'm going to be testing you in test 2 and the exams. So let's just copy that. And by the way, you can learn this not just for my course, but for other courses, all right? Modules as well. And let's go and say EXPLAIN, explain, Control V. Aren't I a fast typist, right? So I'm going to say explain vectors, matrices, and arrays. And I am taking it from the textbook, right? Because that's how I'm going to come up with the question. And I'm going to. So what's going to happen with Notebook LM? It's going to look through my textbook, not my textbook, the recommended textbook, Python for data analysis. And it's going to sift out and summarize the concept of vectors, matrices, arrays. What does it mean to load data and data wrangling? And here we go. It says, The core foundation for numerical computing in Python is NumPy, which we have done. A multi-dimensional array object that serves as a fast and flexible container for large data sets. We have done a data set. We didn't do a large data set, we did a small one. These arrays are homogeneous containers. That means all of the data is the same. It's either numeric or it could be characters or strings or whatever. Into a single array must be of the type of the same data type. Every ND array is characterized by a shape, you can read all of that. What do I mean by loading data? Now, here's all the theory that goes with it. Right, so loading data, I got to read a CSV file. Did I read a CSV file? Yes, I did. Ours was cool drinks example, right? Or we did my solar panel data, which loads into, and they used, what do they use? They use, oh, okay, I'm using Google Colab because it just makes my life easy. I don't have to download Jupyter. Jupyter Notebook is also another example of an IDE that allows me to program in Python. Read. Now I can take questions from here for the next assessment and the exam, which I have to do because I have to set the exams in the next couple of weeks, right? What is data wrangling? Data wrangling means that I have to clean up the data, transform the data, rearrange the data. And I think we did that where we played around with the data and we said, oh, someone had put in a O instead of a 0 for male or female. That's what I'm cleaning up the data. I'm looking at it. And that was a very simple example. I showed you the example of the passport and the ID numbers. Remember that huge data set. And data sets are, right, so you read. Now, again, where did I get all this? I got all this from my week 1 topic, right? From my week 1 of vectors, matrices, arrays. But I've also done the practical work with you. I've done the practical work with you in Google Colab. So here's Google Colab, and I've taken a very simple example to explain to you what is it. So there's NumPy. I'm importing pandas as PD. Pandas is your panel data. NumPy as NP. NumPy is, you can think of it as a library or a class or an action that has me as a programmer. I'm just importing it. Here's my data set. There's the word data set. I've introduced you to that. Here's my array, and I'm simply printing out my array. An array has rows and columns. It's an Excel spreadsheet, nothing fancy to it, right? Now, if I want to run my program, if I want to run it, I click on my little play button out here. I play it, right? Now, ours was more complicated than this because we had to import a CSV file. Remember the cool drinks example? If I run it, here's my example. Now, you'll notice this data is not clean. The data is not clean because it has a non-numeric value in there, right? All the other ones are 2.14, 2.05. It has a non-numeric. This is the process of data cleaning. There's the Python command to clean it. Now, using this Google Colab, I'm able to clean my data. And when I run the file, I run these two, there's those 2 lines of code. Data is equal to data.full NA. And I'm going to fill wherever there's a non-numeric value, I'm going to put in a 0. You'll notice on the top out there, this is row 0, row 1, row 2. But if you want to count in how normal people count, we'll count 1, 2, 3. So row 3, column 1 has a non-numeric value. And we're going to change this non-numeric value into a 0. And then I'm going to print the data. Now, I know you all said, why did I teach you all print Happy Valentine's Day? Can you see where print Happy Valentine's Day comes out from? Right? And I print this. And here's my data. Right? Here's my data. Now, the next right, let's go back to our notes. So we learned the concept of data wrangling. Right? What's data wrangling all about? What other concept did I have to learn from my textbook or my study guide? My textbook, my study guide spoke about loading data. Do I know how to load a data set? Let's go and check it out. What did I do to load a data set? So now I want to load a data set. Let me go and open up one of a real complicated data sets. All right, let's go and see if there's a complicated data set that I can load. Turn this around. See it. So let's go and open up another notebook. Open up a notebook. I was talking about agentic AI. Oh, there's my cool drinks example. There's my cool drinks example, right? There's my cool drink example. And I want to load my data set. My data set is called cooldrink.csv. Upload my file. Connecting to a runtime to enable file browsing. And let's upload. There's my file to upload. Or my icon to upload. Let's go to my downloads folder. And the file is called cooldrink.csv. There it is, cooldrink.csv. I double click on it. Warning, these files you want to, yes, it's fine. I'm uploading it. And that's how I upload a file. Now, the practical makes sense to the theory, I hope. Right. So what have I done now? I've shown you how to load a file. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. No problem. Let's do it again. So let me go and remove that. Delete that file. Okay. So one of the aspects that I have to teach you in the scheme of work is to load a file into a notebook. Where do I get that from? I get that from week 1, which I started in week 2 really, right? Because we did orientation and all of that. So can you see it says loading data? I want to load a file. Now, I've already given you an exercise on this, haven't you? You've done this in online GDB. So you should be able to get to grasp what do I mean when I want to import a data set into my Google Colab and I want to manipulate it. I want to do something with the data. In order to do that, I've got to click. And by the way, this is just one method of doing it, right? If you use another IDE, it could be something else. And it tells me, it says upload to the session storage. So there's the upload button. And now I know it's in my downloads folder, right? I know the name of the file is called cooldrink.csv, but I could have done it cooldrink.csv. There it is, right? And I created that file on the 19th of August, 2025. I'm using the same file all the time, right? I haven't changed it, right? But I'll show you how we can create a file like that from my Google form. Double click on it, and now it's going to import the file. And there's the file out there. Now, I could have also imported an Excel file or whatever, but I like the CSV. It's command separated value, right? And there it is out here. And I am using this import decision tree classifier because I want to classify it. I have my objective is that I want to determine who can drink a cool drink. Well, I was going to say ginger beer. I'm not sure if you were here in class when I did the fish eagle story, right? Right, you were here. Right, so that was the whole thing. So now you should be able to upload a file into it. That's the whole purpose here, right? So we've done that. I spoke to you about data wrangling. Now, what was the other concept that I had to teach you, I had to learn? We had to do handling numerical data. What do I do with the data? So let's just copy that concept. And I promise you, I'm going to take it from here and I'm going to show you how I can even make a little quiz out of it, right? So explain handling data, right? It's going to look at the textbook. You could, if you want, go through the whole textbook and read it, right? You can go through it. And now it's going to define, what do I mean by the process of handling data? What is the handling data all about? Handling data means I'm manipulating the data. I'm processing the data. I'm cleaning the data. I'm crunching the data. I'm using NumPy, right? This process is you can read up. You can read all of that, right? Have I done that? Have I manipulated the data? Yes. This was a simple manipulation of the data that I did. I simply made a prediction of who can drink what, right? So if I run the program, let's run the program. And what was the error that it found here? It said, there's an error here. Please enter your, let's go to please enter your age, right? Please enter my age. I am 10 years old, right? 10 years old. And it should start to generate. It could not mount the file. Why didn't it mount the file? Oh, okay, there's an error here, right? There's an error here. It couldn't mount the file, right? Because it couldn't find the path. In order to do that, I am going to load the file, right? So I'm going, there's the file, 3 little dots, double click on it, copy the path, and I'm going to put the path in here. Control V. There's my path, right? Now it should work. Yay, no errors, right? It couldn't find the file because it was looking for it in its default location. Let's enter my age. Further. Yeah, there's a link here. I can share it with you. There's it. I can share it with you. Oh, you mean on the WhatsApp group? Oh, by all means. Okay, so the model predicts if you are, let's run that again. Let's run that again. So am I playing around with the data? I'm manipulating the data. I'm making a prediction with the data. I've done that with you practically. So enter my age. I am 59 years old. I can't remember what we said. Male for male, 1 for female, and 0 for male. Okay, let's go for 0. I should be able to drink a beer, right? Oh, appetizer, right? Let's run this program again. Now, this is the nice thing about these predictions that it makes, right? Let's go and run the program again. It's a prediction. We don't know. It's not going to give you a value like what happens if your mark is greater than 50 pass. If your mark is less than 50, right? Let's go again. Let's say 55. And let's say gender was, I said 1. Let's go for 1. Let's see what it picks up now, right? Ginger beer. Ginger beer, right? For some odd reason, it picks up that it makes a prediction, and the prediction it makes has a certain weighting to it, right? But it will not, hopefully, I'm using ginger beer, but actually I meant to say beer, that people lower than 21 or 18 should be given a beer, a ginger beer to drink, right? Now let's look at my test data that I have. Can you see at 10 years old, if he's 1, Coca-Cola, 10, Coca-Cola, 15 years, Coca-Cola. But 21, 23, 27, ginger beer. There's nowhere over here that I have 55 years of age. It made a prediction. Aha! Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool. So this is my Google Colab, and there's my test data. So have I done this from my text, have I manipulated data? Yes, I've done it. Do I have text data? Yes. I haven't handled images, but I did that in the, what was it? A couple of weeks ago, if you look at that video, right? I mentioned that to you. Now, if you want to learn about categorical data, let's copy that word, and we'll ask Google Notebook. Let's go to Google Notebook. So I'm going to say, I wonder if I can change this. It looks pretty dark. Settings. I don't like dark mode anymore. Let's take out dark mode. What mode is this? Light mode. That's better, right? So I'm going to say explain the concept of categorical data. What is categorical data? And I've already infused this with you in the notebook. Let's see what they're talking about. And this is from your textbook. Now, if you don't like this method of studying, you are more than welcome to take the textbook and go through it. So what are some of the categorical data that they come up with is? It allows me to handle data more efficiently, conversion of data from a data frame, structure the data, ordering the data, the benefits of it, da, 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 da. For my benefit, I like to say is that the data is now categorized, 1 for male, 0 for female, instead of having FEMALE, MA. And I have data sets like that to show you, right? Where I downloaded today while I was preparing for this lesson, I downloaded some data sets. Here's some data sets that I've downloaded, right? Customer data, it's not much. There's a student and a mark. You could have had more than that, right? I can upload this for you. Feature selection. There's another set of data. Let me show you a huge data set that I uploaded, right? A huge one, agentic data. There we go. Right, agentic. And I'm going to show you where you can find data sets like this as well. Let's go to, that's another data set. That's agentic AI. There we go, right? So here's another data set I found on Kaggle. It's a site where you can download data. Kaggle, I'll give it to you. I'll show it to you now. Let's go to Kaggle. It's Kaggle. Kaggle, Kaggle, not Kaggle.com. And in Kaggle.com, I can download a data set instead of me going and typing in a data set and getting some, right? Right. So what data? Let's go and let's look for data on cool. I don't know if it's there. Cool drinks. Right. Cool drinks. They don't have anything on cool drinks. Let's go for student marks. Yes, they do have a data. Oh, look at this. They got a data set on student marks. All right. If I open that up, and I can download the data set from me. There's a whole lot down. There's a file. It says it is a text file containing 3 columns. The first column, mid-semester marks. The second column, end-semester marks. The third column is the results. So there's a data set that I could import and play around with it, right? Instead of like level 1. I don't know, level 2. I haven't played around so much with it, but let's download this file and see it for ourselves, right? There we go. I'm going to. Right. Also working with more extensive data. And so I was looking through my LinkedIn. So I actually wanted to do some project on the side and asking. I'm sure if you go and look around, there's thousands of data sets, but you just gotta look and check what suits you, right? Or make sure that your search is give me a topic. What you're talking about? Let's see. Okay, but even if you Google a data set, right? So you want to, let's Google a data set. Data set. You said business, INT, and business intelligence. Oh, look at that. Kaggle has a data set. First open data set and machine learning project. I don't know what that data set is, but let's have a look at it. Consumer trends, Jordan, crypto, supply chain. Like I said, you got to look through it all and see what the data is. Okay, so for now, all I'm saying is there's my data set. Now, if I had to try and decipher what's going on in this data set, it's going to take me a hell of a long time. But the whole purpose of me teaching you this course is for Python to go and analyze the data and come up with a prediction, right? Now, I only got the data set today. I haven't played around with it, but you got to go and, number one, import this data set. So you should be able to do that using Colab, right? Let's go and let's do some practical work now that you're here. You can open up Google Colab Notebook and I'll share it with you. And we're going to do it right together. Right, so let's go to Python. Step number 1 is to go to Google Colab. Right? Right, so let's do that. Go to Colab. And we are going to start a new file. Now, I'm not going to start from scratch. I'm going to use my code that I have, right? So I could do this. I could split my screen in two. And let's keep up. Right, so here's my code example. So I found this agentic AI, and let's open up. Would it be able to open up another one? Right, so I knew I'm going to come here. Let me have my other laptop. Because the way I'm setting this paper, I don't expect you to by heart notes. You must be able to by heart code. You know, you should be able to. Right, so I'm fortunate in that I've got another laptop available. And let me just go to Colab. Colab, right? And I'm gonna import this file. I've never done this before. All I know is I'm gonna you want to import whatever it is you tell me. You just tell me student marks, right? Let's go. You just tell me what you want to do. And I'm gonna see if I'm worth my salt. So let's go and find the data set. The data set that we want was student marks, right? Student marks. Did we find a data set like that? Yeah, there's a data set, right? And what does he have from here? Ah, look at that language, Python. Gender, male, female. Oh, he even has the Python code as well, right? And there's the file. But we want to import this file. When you import the file, yeah. This is the entire the program. I don't want the entire program. I just want the file. Okay, let's see what it does. Download. There's the file student marks. There's my downloads folder. And where did it download it? Student marks. There it is there, right? Student marks. Let's go and upload that to my Colab. File, a new notebook. And see, right. File. Open a note. Oh, let's upload a notebook. File. Upload my notebook. Browse. Tell me if I'm going too fast. Just you. Student marks. Let's see what does it upload. I haven't done this student marks before. Is it uploading? I hope it is. It's taking too long. You mind if I cancel this? It's suggesting too long for my liking, that? Wait a minute or two. Let's cancel that, right? So let's start coding. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say import. By the way, let's decide which one we want to import. I'm going to import this one here, Agentic AI, because I tried it earlier on, right? This is a really complicated one. I don't know what's going on out here, but I want to import this file, right? Agentic AI dataset, right? Agentic AI is like a non-passive generative AI kind of thingy, where it kind of inverted commas thinks for itself. Agentic, a chatbot would use generative commands that you had programmed, and will give you back answers like that, right? So this is really, for me, it's really complicated. I don't know, but I want to import this, right? How many lines of code it is? Control end 5,001. Oh my God, that's a lot of rows, right? Let's go and create that. And I've got import pandas. Pandas is panel data. Pandas as PD from sklearn. Right. If you don't know what's sklearn, you go to Google. You go to our notebook. Let's go to our notebook. What is sklearn? Let's go and ask the question. What is sklearn? Right. Sklearn. Let's see. It's looking through the textbook, and it's going to come up with an answer. Which you already did in online GDB, right? Right. Yeah. Right. Online GDB. Consulting your sources. Reading the full chapter. Checking the file. Looking for answers. Gosh, it's taking so long. Locating sklearn. Expanding what is sklearn or scikit-learn, often referred as the premier general purpose machine learning toolkit for Python programmers. 2007, it's a critical library for Python, for data science. It contributes What do I use? I use it for classification, regression, clustering, model selection. Yeah, I'm making predictions. Yay. And I can use NumPy. Yay. Scikit-learn is an add-on package. Yay. Right, from scikit-learn.tree, import decision tree classifier. And in my case, I'm going to call this, well, I won't say cool drink data. I'm going to call it agentic data. Agentic underscore data is equal to PD panel data dot read, because I'm handling my data. I'm inputting my data into my Python program. Dot read underscore a CSV file, open bracket, and now I'm going to import that file. Let's go and import that file. And we've done this. So it's going to be a case of calling it up from my desk, where's agentic? There's the agentic data set. Right? It's uploading it. Okay. I copy the file, the path name, and I'm putting it in there, right? Control V. There it is. Let's run it to see if it's okay. Right. Oh, there's an error there. What's the error? Now, the nice thing I like about this one is it uses AI to find the error. I could say explain the error. What's the error here? And it'll fix the error for me. But you got to know, it'll do it for me. Amazing. I don't know how it does it, but it uses AI, Gemini AI, all that goes with it, right? The error is due to a typo in the import statement. You've written decision tree classifier, but it should be a decision tree classifier, DECISION, TREECLASSIF. Oh, I spelled it wrong. There's the error there, right? Yes. Yes. Isn't that amazing? Not that I did it on purpose, but we learn so much from our mistakes.
Well, like I said, it's
No, no. Let's go step by step, right? Let's go accept and run, right? I'm clicking on accept and run. And it's working. And let's run the program. Yay, I've done it. It's imported it. But I need to read the file, right? I want to read the file. And I taught you how to do that with print. Remember we did print? So let's see if I don't know how to do that. How do I print? Oh, how do I print the above data? Right? So let's see if it'll help me now. So here's Google Colab. Gemini is asking me. Oh, so if I want to print it, I can just type in display agentic underscore data dot head. Would you like to accept that and run it? Yes, let's accept it and run it. Wow, isn't that cool? By the way, it only does the first 5, right? Right, first 5 rows. What's so difficult about this? Please tell me. What is so difficult about it? Right? Now, I've never seen this data set before. I don't know what else I can do, right? Maybe I could ask it. And again, it's what you play around with to do with the data set. Maybe I want to plot age in my cool drinks example, age versus what cool drink they can drink. Or maybe I want to plot in terms of data analysis of financial statements or financial things. But this is how easy it is to do, right? Would you like to try it? Please, right? I could share this with you. It's very easy. There we go on the shades. So you can try it on your, switch the computer on. It's user, the password is user. I'm going to copy this link. Let's, there's our Google Colab, our link. All right. So you're on it now. Great. Right, let me help you there. Ah, you well done. You shared my link. Now let's work. Let's pretend like it. Right. Okay, so let's open up a new notebook. Right. Step number 1 is open up a new notebook. And file, new notebook. Yeah, try. Let's try. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to import like subcoding. Import pandas as PD. Right. IMPORT. Yes, IMPORT space. Pandas, PAS as PD. So pandas stands for panel data. PD is simply a abbreviation. That's what I like to think of it as. And the next line of code is from scikit-learn scalar.tree. We want to import the situation protocol. Doesn't matter if you make a spelling error because you saw how you correct it, right? In fact, make an error. Right. Next line is agentic data because that's the data we fill. Or whatever name you want, doesn't matter. Right. Yeah. But Prinavin underscore data. Whatever, right? It's just a variable name.
Oh,
it's just a variable, right? But it's just a variable at the top.
What really matters is the path.
Yes. PD from pandas dot read. I'm reading the file. It's a CSV file. And I'm going to take the path.
So let's change. Let's see what it looks like. I want to change it. Which backend?
What do you mean by columns?
It's like
okay. All right. Underscore data is equal to, now PD, you can't change that, right? Because that stands for pandas, right? PD dot read underscore SE, and you open your round bracket, right? Now we've got to upload the file. Do you have this file? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Right? I didn't send the file. Right. So let me send that file to you. Can I send it to you on WhatsApp? Right. So let's do that. Add the file, add a document. It's called agentic, right? Agentic performance data set. So go and save this file in your go and save that file in your downloads folder or wherever on your desktop. Right, well done. Now let's go and import the file. There we go. We're going to import the file, right? And I can click on right there, and here's the import file. Well, let's go back here. How did I do that? And why isn't it showing like mine top thing? Click back on the phone. There we go. It's on your side. It's on the right side, right? Upload that. Click on the upload button. Yes. It's going to appear on the side. I think we can move it across to it. So easier. Yeah.
It seems to appear on the right hand side.
No,
Okay, to do that below.
it's uploaded.
Oh,
It's a large file, 5,000 rows.
so what is the purpose of this last?
We are using scikit-learn. If you want, you're going to read out all of that, right? Is it still uploading? It's going to take some time. Okay, let's we upload it should appear.
Oh, yes, it's so quick.
I already uploaded it. Yes, I had it uploaded. Maybe we should take a smaller file for you. But why is it on that side? How come it's move tab to the next page? Move tab. Move tab. Oh, Maris, no, I don't want that. Okay. Has it uploaded? When you upload it on appear on the tab. Let's see. Let's upload a small file. Let's do the cool drink example. That's a teeny weeny file. Add a document. COLDRINK. That's a small file, 296. That should be fine. No. Yeah, Ah, there we go. That was some. Yeah. Yeah, that's my 5,000 rows. There, 5,000. It's like put too many sessions of it. We got three. We're just going to change the process. This one must work. This. Fish. Again. And good. Ah, there you go. Perfect. It is. So now we're going to choose the book. Mention. Book. Upload the data here. So you just change the name. The other commands are the same, right? Control V. We're going to try. The wrong one. Yeah, it's this. Good. And let's go back. There's my digital dots. Next. Part. That. Control V. Part. I know I made a mistake there. It's not. It's very. Next. Error. Ah, there's the error. Oh, last dot is incorrect. Right? Explain the error. And it's going to be the explanation. And we just accept it, right? Can you see how it's got to classify in prediction? Oh. And so,
Possibly
yeah.
correct, that would be three.
Correct, right?
I can't even see with that way glasses. I can't even see what the issue was there.
Oh, okay. Nice. Now, Mr. Dynamics. It's not going to show you. I'm going to say, what can I help you with? I would like to print the data from the.
That's another question that I want to ask.
Yes.
We no longer need to use Visual Studio for Prinavin. We
No.
just use this as the IDE.
Yes. Right. Type in display.token, right? Accepting that.
This is IDE only we use backend.
Well, I haven't tried something else.
That's again, like to say.
Well, I don't know, I'm not sure, right? But generally POINV is the right. Here we go. Here it is. Right? And can you see I call it fully, that's the problem. That's just the way. But there's your paper. But then very simple. So now, what I can also ask is, there's my code. You understand how this works, right? You're going to see it. It's little. Ta-da! We've loaded data. Right. Now, what else you can do? You can have something simple. You can copy these files. Which one I did? What was this? Oh, there's the agentic data set. I played around with it. There's the file, right? Agentic AI performance data set, quick start. I can share this with you. How you load the data set. You can print the data set. Print the data set. Print the data set. Let me share this with you. Share. So now that you have, you know how to upload the data set, copy the link and paste it. Right. So now you have the entire file. Now, how do I teach? I teach with ChatGPT. I want to learn what this is all about. I don't know, but I need to explain this in my exam. What's all this import pandas, import deedle daddle do? Let's go and copy this. Copy the selection. Copilot. Let's use Copilot. OPI, right? Copilot chat. Or I can use Notebook LM, right? I like to say please to all these AI tools.
That's how I see when I
Started off. Please explain. Yes, right. Please explain import pandas as PD, import numpy as NP, import matplotlib. Very soon, I think my job is going to go. But I tried today.
Trying to get into the markets.
Oh no, but I tried today to use AI to teach and explain what I'm doing today, and it gave me very, very superficial answers. I'll show you what it came up with, right? Pandas is used for structured data, tables, rows, and columns. It provides a data frame, reading the data from a CSV, cleaning the data, selecting the rows. There we go. NumPy is used, so you can explain all of this, right? When I tried today to do this, there's the examples that it gave me. It gave me a PowerPoint file, and I would still, as a teacher, have to explain all that goes with it. And I said, let me just go with AI complete, right? This is all generated by AI, but I'll still have to explain all these things, right? It helped me, no doubt. I know I will share it today, right? I only did it this afternoon, but I will still have to go through and explain with it. It actually worked out a teaching plan for me how I should do it. And what I showed you in an hour, it's split over 3-4 weeks. There we go. That's what it says. Week 1, I must talk about data structures, wrangling. Week 2, and so forth, so forth, so forth, right? Well, I haven't done, yes, I started modeling with you. We did the decision tree model, right? And it gave me data sets. You see all these small little data sets? That's what it picked up. There's the other one that it created for me. It could create a PowerPoint presentation as well. There we go. That's what it said I should be teaching you. Students should learn to load, inspect the data set, identify it. But I want to be able to explain. I wanted to talk to like how I'm talking to you. So I think I still have a job for a little while longer, you know? All right, so I'll share these two with you, and you can share it with the group as well, because you are here. Let's do that. I'll share the documents. The practicals. And I'll share simple data sets which you should be able to implement and add more to that, right?
Let's go through the what's study guide.
Okay.
We did.
Oh, okay, great. So let's go back now. So you should be able to handle, upload data. You should be able to display data. Now, the training of the data is the other part that you have done in the online GDP space. Remember, I asked you all to explain this. People want to know, why did I do this in my class? There's my class here, PPDM. And one of the assignments was cool drinks, right? What was this about? Explain in your own words what this program does. Use appropriate comment statements. I think now it should make sense to you. Don't you think? It's the same thing I've done. Right, we just haven't done the model here, what the model is all about. The model decision tree, right? But these three lines will make sense to you, correct? And if I look at the number of students that have done it, look at here. 46 haven't submitted it. 42 have submitted it. Not fair, right? Right or wrong? Huh? Even wishing me a happy Valentine's Day, they don't even want to wish me a happy Valentine's Day. Look at this printing text and examples. Print I am who I am, what I am, da, 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 da. Because I'm using the print statement. There's the print statement. Okay, not in this example, but in this example, there's a print statement here. Print, the model predicts what you can drink. That's why I did that little example with you. Right, so let's go back to the study guide. So what else do I have to learn in the study guide? Well, let's go to modeling selection, right? Model selection. Copy the text. And let's go to my notebook, LM. Where's my notebook? Where's my notebook? Is that the notebook? Yes, there's Python for data analysis out there. So I'm going to say, explain what is control V model selection. So it's going to go through the whole textbook and it's going to explain, summarize. And I know it's genuine because that's the textbook that I gave you, right? If you don't like, while it's busy working on that, let's go find that textbook. Where's the textbook? Where's the textbook? Reference textbooks. What's it? Python. There's a textbook here. All right, this is the textbook. How many pages is it? It's a hell of a lot. 344, right? So I just took snippets from it. Breaking copyright laws and all this. Okay, there's the textbook here. You can read through this text. Is it opening it up? There's what was the question? The question was, explain what is model selection. Model selection, read all this goes with it. Now, the model we used was decision tree classifier. Oh, by the way, you'll also pick this up in W3 schools. I hope you've done this work. Have you? Python. Right, there we go. Python. And there's NumPy out here. Ta-da! What is NumPy? Now, if you're first years, I would have went through this with you guys, but you're not first years, you're postgraduate students. And there's also machine learning out here that you can learn. And what do you mean, how?
You were able to load the textbook.
No, not in W3 schools. What I'm talking about, where do I find all this thing about scikit-learn and all that goes with it? SKLEARNs. How do you spell scikit? SKI. Python machine learning. Right. There we go. sklearn. Right. There we go. From scikit-learn, import decision tree. Load the data sets. There we go. Run the example. There we go. There we go. From scikit-learn, there's your data sets. XY is your data set, your iris data sets. Decision tree classifier, and gives you the average of the scores, the number of scores above 5. But you should be able to pick up what this data set is all about. Right? Got to go and read up on that. I decided to go, from grassroots level, like that word, right? I don't understand what is cross-validation, but I understand what is average. I understand what. Okay, so I'd expect you all to do this, the W3 schools as well, now that you'll have extra time, and the Microsoft Learn that I think you had done it in class. So I want that certification from you. And again, it's just marks for jam. Okay, so where am I now? I'm still with my notebook alum, right? There's my notebook alum. It talks to me, it tells me what goes with it. Now, the other nice thing about this notebook alum is it would give you a mind map. Some of you like to learn using a mind map. And it'll generate the mind map at the bottom. I'm really impressed with this notebook alum. I stumbled upon it. Look at that. So a structural map of Python for data analysis. What are some of the core libraries? The core libraries are pandas, numpy. We've done pandas. What are the modeling? I'm only going to use scikit-learn. There's other models as well, right? Isn't this cool? What is data wrangling? Data wrangling means I'm loading and storing the data. Have you loaded the data? Yep. Well, the cleaning of the data was, remember that little 3-line code that we had? Wrangling operations. This one here. One of the, we'll come back to the users. Not that one. Gosh, I got so many open. Not that one. Not that one. How do I clean up data? Oh, let's ask the question. Let's ask Gemini. How do I clean up data? I love AI. Right? It'll tell me what do I do? What's the code to clean up the data? Cleaning data is a crucial step in any data analysis things, and it gives me, I can find missing data, correcting the data, removing the duplicates, handling outliers. Look at that. And it even gives me the code. Isn't that cool? What do you need me for? To facilitate your learning. Oh, the vibe. Yes, thank you. To facilitate your learning, to put you in where and how and what it's doing, right? I can accept and run this thing if I like, and it'll clean the data for me, right? Let's try this with our cool drinks example because we know that quite well. Let's go and open up my notebook. I haven't tried it before, but I'm willing to try it now. Yeah, I want to clean the data or missing data. I'm put in the data that's missing. So there's my cool drink.csv, right? let's go and open up my cooldrink.csv, and I'm going to deliberately leave out some data. Cooldrink.csv. There's the file. Let's open it up. Thank you so much for coming. I would have been all alone, right? So let me just go and create some missing data. And let's, thank you. I'm putting an O there, right? I'm putting an O and I'm putting an O there, right? So now I'm going to save this as file, save as cool drink. Let's put on errors, right? ERRORS, right? Errors, cool drink errors. Right?
Is that the new name?
Yeah, the name of the file, because it's got errors in there. Instead of a O, I got a zero, or a zero and an O, and I left out some data, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. Let's just delete this one. Delete that file. Click OK. I'm going to upload the error file, right? And downloads. There it is. Right. And I'm going to change this path and delete that. And this time it's not going to run, I hope. And I'm going to ask it to clean up the data, right? Copy the path. Let's go there, Control V, right? Now I'm going to ask Python, help me clean up the data set, right? Sure, I can help you clean up the data set. I love it when you talk to me. Let's start by inspecting the data frame to understand the structure and identify any potential issues. It says, I want to print this. Yes, I want to print it. Let's accept and run it, right? If that's okay with you. Accept and run it. Oh, look at that. It's picked up that there's some null values here. 18 non-null. There's data columns. There's 3 entries, 0 to 17. Yeah. It says that and can it clean it up for me? It just printed it for me. It printed that. Let's run that. It displayed it. There should be errors in there. There's the missing data. There's an O there for 10. How did it accept that? If I look at the data, can you see it's missing data? So I'm going to say, instead of saying, okay, let me ask another question. Help me identify missing data. Good news, according to the data, there are no missing values. No, man. All columns have a non-null count equal to the total number of entries. So you don't need to perform any missing data. No, man. I've got missing data. A cool drink. Look at you. Isn't there missing data here? There's missing data. Let's go and create more missing data. And let's delete that. And let's delete that. And delete that. Delete that. Right. Oh, I like the disclaimer at the bottom of AI. It says AI can produce errors. Do you see that all the time? You must check it out at the bottom. Even on ChatGPT, it tells you it can generate errors. Oh no, I test it all the time, right? So let's do it again. Let me just delete that file. Okay. Upload that file. It's the same name, right? So I don't have to change anything there. Let's run the model.fit. What's the error there? Explain the error. It could not convert string to float. There was an error there, right? That we know that there's an error in the data. You just ignored that error. Are there missing data ENTRIES? Oh my goodness. Ah, there we go. It's giving me options. Drop rows that contain any null values to ensure a clean data set. Ah, there we go. Drop the row that contains any values that are null. Replace the empty strings and cool rings with pandas. Replace O in gender with capital with this. There we go. I asked it. Yes. Are there any missing data entries? It went and looked for. I had to give it the correct command prompt, right? And it found that I had replaced the O in gender with a 0. That's what I expected. That's what I wanted.
So it really clean the data.
Exactly. Let's ask it. I don't know how. Let's ask it how. It tells me I need to include this, right? Let's accept and run it, right? Because it's given me the options. There's the options over there. Replace that. Let's go and accept it and run it. Would that be okay? Accept and run. And now it should work. It should work. There we go. I'll modify our code to first clean these columns by replacing O with the 0 in gender, replacing all empty strings with not a number. NaN means not a number. Then converting age and gender columns to a numeric type, and finally dropping any rows that still contain not a number. Right now, wow, there we go. My lesson in teaching you Python and importing data, and it's done. Right? All I got to tell you is you load the data, you check the data. If there's not me, your IDE looks for errors. Let it clean up the errors. It'll sort out the error for you. Now, let's ask you to draw, after we do this, let's ask you to draw a graph using matplotlib, right? Because we've done that in the solar panel example. We didn't do it in this one. Now, when I say working, it's actually, it's on the net, it's running, and it's sharing resources with everybody else, and that's why it's taking so long to do it. So are we going to write the test tomorrow? Oh, that's the other group. Okay. I teach 3 other groups, and after 3 of them, the introduction to programming agreed for a test tomorrow, right? After 3 groups that I teach, the INPR said they'll write it tomorrow. But again, some of the students want to postpone first years, and first years you can manipulate them. Introduction to programming, C++. C++ language.
There's a course called C. No, I'm saying what's the name of it?
Oh, the qualification, BICT, IoT, Bachelor Information Communications Technology, Internet of Things. So with first years, you can manipulate them. Postgraduates, it's a bit difficult to work with them. You know, they fresh out of school. No, you have to write the test tomorrow. You were studying, you do it. And they listen to you. You guys, y'all are working mature. I tend to be a little more lax with y'all.
You know what, honestly, sir,
yeah.
For me, I feel like I wouldn't have been ready for today's test. Now, I hate walking into any test feeling unprepared.
I hear you. I hear you.
I think.
But I have to scare you. When I stop the recording, I'm gonna do a nice, now that you're here, I make it worth your while to show you a nice scope.
Okay.
No, I'll help you, right? Oh, please do, please do. It's taking too long to work on, right? It's working on it. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's going to waste our time. But I proved to you that it can be done, right? This is the AI that I... Please do, please do. And try it out with your data sets, right? Try it with your data set. Yes, yes. Look for a data set. Or you can create a data set by yourself. You know how to do that? Yes. You go to Google Form. Go to Google Form and you create one, right? So let's go to forms. This cool drink example I created on forms. There's my cool drink. I asked you for your age, your gender, and what cool drink do you like? So you would have entered this. I would have saved this as an Excel document, and I've got another form that I created, a T-shirt form, similar to this one where I used to explain my to my T-shirt order, right? And it works perfectly where it picked up female would choose a pink shirt, like how it used the example of if you're over 21, it takes you to be ginger beer. It worked magic. We could try this out. The other one that you can do this where I say you have a survey at work. What's your line of work? Okay, all right. So let's say, for instance, you had a survey and you created one on forms and you uploaded it. And now you go and you ask the computer to make predictions. You ask it to determine on unstructured data or illogical data, basically, or missing data. I never used, if you look at my data, I never had age 55 out there. I had 10 rows. Right. So now that you know that you should be gaining as many certifications as possible, please, W3 Schools is a lovely thing. Go and learn, and it's worth it. I think the other day they gave me sent me an email with a discount, and I was so determined. Then I looked at it; it was in dollars. It said $99. Now you multiply 99 by our rand, where you get the certification. But I don't need a certificate right now, so I'm all cool. But please go machine learning. There's the decision tree. There's it under decision tree here. Here's machine learning decision tree. You can read up on it. Right.
So back to study guide.
All right.
Exactly where is that you stopped?
Oh, okay. Where I stopped, I actually don't know where I stopped because I was taking it from here, then everywhere to make it up, right? But what I'm going to do now is it's 7:15. Let's stop recording and I'll give you a nice scope of the test. How's that? Would you like that? Right. So I'm going to stop the recording. I don't want this to be on 1 hour, 19 minutes. That's okay. Let's stop the share and I'll make it worth your while, right? Record and stop the recording. Right. Okay, so let's